Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino. Senator Awa.
Here.
Senator Chang. Senator DeCoit.
Excused.
Senator Dela Cruz. Senator Elefante.
Excused.
Senator Favela.
Excused.
Senator Fukunaga. Senator Gabbard.
Excused.
Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keith Agaran. Senator Keoho Kalole. Senator Kidani. Senator Kim. Senator Lee. Senator McKelvey.
Excused.
Senator Moriwaki.
Excused.
Senator Rhodes. Senator Richards.
Here.
Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Shimabukuro. Senator Wakai. Senator DeCoit. Senator Gabbard. Mr. President,
Present.
21 present, 4 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Before asking for introductions, I would just repeat what I opened with yesterday. Today, again, is a special session for the sole purpose of confirming judges. Only the Senate is convening today, and without both houses in session, we cannot consider any other items other than the judicial nominees before us, and this meeting was scheduled a month ago, and so this isn't a special session relative to any of the events that occurred and are occurring on Maui as we speak. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Wanted to introduce my latest intern who just started today. Her name is Sarah Thorne. Could you please stand? And she's with doing an internship with us this fall with the political science program at UH Manoa. With her, I believe, is Jesse Fig, my legislative attorney.
She is.
And well, if you could give them a warm welcome to the Senate. I believe also Deputy Court Administrator Brandon Kimura is here, as is the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Mahalo.
Any further introductions? If not, Madam Clerk.
On page 1, advise and consent.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking advise and consent on consent.
Standing Committee Report Number 1 on Governor's Message Number 1, Jordan J. Kimura, Gubernatorial Appointee to the Circuit Court of the First Circuit, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of Governor's Message Number 1.
Please proceed.
Jordan Kimura has been licensed to practice law in the state of Hawaii since 2009. His legal career thus far has been in private practice at the firm of McCorston, Miller, Mukai, and McKinnon, where he specializes in civil litigation and estate planning. Mr. Kimura has been assigned various leadership roles at the firm and is currently a co-managing partner. In addition to his corporate work, Mr. Kimura has committed significant hours to pro bono projects, including serving for more than a decade as pro bono counsel for Kapiolani Medical Center's Sex Abuse Treatment Center. As pro bono counsel, he has represented the center in the criminal and family courts on matters concerning forensic evidence, defended the center's clinicians in depositions, and provided general legal advice to the center on its policies. For the past 5 years, Mr. Kimura has also been an officer and director of University Health Partners of Hawaii, where he assists with compliance and employment matters. He additionally volunteers directly with the courts as a court-appointed master and a kakua kanawai for the probate court, and as a volunteer arbitrator for the court-annexed arbitration program for the First Circuit. For a 10-year period, Mr. Kimura was pro bono liaison to the U.S. District Court for the District of Hawaii, and in 2020 was awarded the court's pro bono service coordinator award. Mr. Kimura received a Bachelor of Art degree from Vanderbilt University in Nashville in 2006 and a Juris Doctorate degree from the University of Hawaii's Richardson School of Law in 2009. In his studies, he has distinguished himself by graduating summa cum laude from both institutions and as a I knew I was going to stumble on this one, co-salutatorian of his law school class, which I think means you came in second, and if that's right, I never was in that position, so I don't know. After having reviewed the testimony, which was all in support of the appointee, and other materials submitted to the committee, and having examined the appointee in a hearing, your Judiciary Committee finds that Jordan J. Kimura is qualified to serve as a Circuit Court Judge of the First Circuit and recommends that the Senate consent to the appointment.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
21 ayes.
Thank you. Jordan J. Kimura has been confirmed as judge for the Circuit Court of the First Circuit. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to introduce our new Circuit Court Judge for Oahu, Jordan J. Kimura. Judge, please stand and be recognized. Joining Judge Kimura in the gallery are the following. Please stand and be recognized as well: his wife Jennifer, his daughter Joey, and his mother.
I did ask if he was going to be cheering for the Rainbows this Saturday and diplomatically got no answer from Judge Kimura. Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report Number 2 on Judiciary Communication Number 1, Erica E. Ireland, Judicial Appointee to the District Court of the First Circuit, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of Judiciary Communication Number 1.
Please proceed.
Erica Ireland has been licensed to practice law in the state of Hawaii since 1997. She started her legal career on Maui as a clerk for Judge Shackley Raffetto, and then moved to the Honolulu Prosecuting Attorney's Office for 4 years, where she prosecuted numerous traffic, DUI, domestic violence, and criminal offenses. Since 2002, Judge Ireland has focused on probate and trust administration and litigation and guardianship and conservatorship matters. After working at other private law firms, including Bronster Hoshibata, where she was the head of the Trust and Estate Division, she started her solo practice in 2014. Judge Ireland additionally has experience as a per diem judge in the District Court of the First Circuit, and for the past 2 years has presided over criminal and civil calendars for approximately 2 days a week. She also has served the courts in other roles as court-appointed master, special master, and kokua kanawai, court-appointed fiduciary, and as a mediator in family and district courts. Judge Ireland received a Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the University of Hawaii in 1993 and a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Hawaii's Richardson School of Law in 1997. After having reviewed the testimony, which was all in support of the appointee, and other materials submitted to the committee, and having examined the appointee in a hearing, your Judiciary Committee finds that Erica E. Ireland is qualified to serve as a District Court Judge of the First Circuit and recommends that the Senate consent to the appointment. Mahalo.
Thank you. Do we have any other discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
21 ayes.
Thank you. Erica E. Ireland has been confirmed as judge for the District Court of the First Circuit. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to introduce our new District Court Judge for Oahu, Erica E. Ireland. Judge Ireland, please stand and be recognized. Joining Judge Ireland in the gallery is her husband, Rolf Walters. Could you stand and be recognized as well? Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator Rhodes. Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report Number 3 on Judiciary Communication Number 2, Robert J. Brown, Judicial Appointee to the District Court of the First Circuit, for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of Judiciary Communication Number 2.
Please proceed.
Robert J. Brown, or RJ as he's known to many, has been licensed to practice law in the state of Hawaii since 2014. His legal career started as a deputy prosecuting attorney for 4 years at the Honolulu Prosecuting Attorney's Office, where he was lead counsel for more than 20 felony jury trials. He then moved to private practice as a civil litigator and has been with the firm of Starn, O'Toole, Marcus, and Fisher since 2018. Additionally, Judge Brown has experience as a per diem judge in the Family Court of the First Circuit. Approximately once a week, he presides over various family court matters such as TROs, custody, paternity, and divorce proceedings, and drug court. He also will bring to the bench his non-legal skills as a journalist, including his work for a year with Honolulu Civil Beat. Judge Brown received a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Colorado in 2009 and a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Hawaii's Richardson School of Law in 2014. After having reviewed the testimony, which was all in support of the appointee and other materials submitted to the committee, and having examined the appointee in a hearing, your Judiciary Committee finds that Robert J. Brown is qualified to serve as a District Court Judge of the First Circuit and recommends that the Senate consent to the appointment. Mahalo.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
21 ayes.
Thank you. Robert J. Brown has been confirmed as judge for the District Court of the First Circuit. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pleased to introduce another new District Court Judge for Oahu, Robert J. Brown. Please stand. Joining Judge Brown in the gallery is his wife, Ricky. Please stand and be recognized. Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator Rhodes. Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report Number 4 on Judiciary Communication Number 3, David M. Hayakawa, Judicial Appointee to the District Court of the First Circuit for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of Judiciary Communication Number 3.
Please proceed.
David Hayakawa has been licensed to practice law in the state of Hawaii since 1987. His legal career began at the Office of the Public Defender, where he worked for 12 years. He then moved to private practice, first handling family law cases at Coates and Fry, and ultimately returning to criminal law at the law office of Howard Luke. Since 2012, Mr. Hayakawa has had his own solo practice. During his career, he has been lead counsel for more than 100 felony jury trials and has tried many more criminal and civil cases to a judge. Mr. Hayakawa has dedicated significant time to educating and mentoring new lawyers. He is Dean of the HSBA's annual Trial Academy, that's the Hawaii State Bar Association, a co-chair of the professional course that is required for all new lawyers as an instructed in and advised Kapiolani Community College's paralegal and legal education programs. He also serves the legal profession through participation in various standing committees on criminal practice and as a member of the Defender Council, which oversees the Office of the Public Defender. Mr. Hayakawa received a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Hawaii in 1984 and a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Hawaii Richardson School of Law in 1987. After having reviewed the testimony, which was all in support of the appointee, and other materials submitted to the committee, and having examined the appointee in a hearing, your Judiciary Committee finds that David M. Hayakawa is qualified to serve as a District Court Judge of the First Circuit and recommends that the Senate consent to the appointment. Mahalo.
Thank you. Any further discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
21 ayes.
Thank you. David M. Hayakawa has been confirmed as judge for the District Court of the First Circuit. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to introduce another new District Court Judge for Oahu, David M. Hayakawa. Please stand and be recognized. Joining Judge Hayakawa in the gallery are the following: his father, John Hayakawa, and many other members of his family. If you could rise and be recognized as well. Mahalo. Mr. President, at the appropriate time, could we have the nominees, the new judges and their families down to the floor for photos?
So ordered. At the conclusion of session today, which will be in about 5 minutes, the Sergeant of Arms will escort the newly confirmed judges and their family to the floor to be greeted by the Senate and have some pictures taken. Madam Clerk.
On page 2, miscellaneous business, usual and customary resolution. Senate Resolution Number 1, authorizing the President to approve the Journal of the Senate on this final day of the first special session of 2023 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Senate Resolution Number 1.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. Senate Resolution Number 1 has been adopted. Madam Clerk.
We have no further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Decoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise on a point of personal privilege.
Please proceed.
I wanted to extend my deepest thanks and Gratefulness to all of you here as my colleagues, as the people across the state of Hawaii who have donated and contributed, not just monetarily or by supplies, but giving their heartfelt aloha and mahalo to the people of Maui. In a time when they are going through a traumatic time in their lives, the outpouring of support that have come to the people of Maui has been well received. At this time when they are grieving and they are trying to figure out what is happening in their lives, you know, I've been very grateful on the drives that we did here, the supplies, all of you, and the support you and your staff has given us. I wanted to just extend our aloha on behalf of the Maui delegation and the people of Maui. And at the appropriate time, can we ask for a moment of silence for the people of Maui? Mahalo.
If there are no objections from the members, we can certainly again adjourn on a rising moment of silence. Any further announcements? If not, the chair has one. We will have a leadership meeting immediately following greeting the judges. Senator Wakai.
Thank you, Mr. President. God bless the people of Maui. I move that the Senate of the 32nd Legislature First Special Session of 2023 adjourn sine die.
Senator DeCoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate of the 32nd Legislature First Special Session of 2023 will adjourn sine die after we have all members rise and observe a moment of silence again for the Maui residents.